Welcome to A Course in Business Miracles. This is Heather Dominick, creator of businessmiracles.com and founder and leader of the highly sensitive entrepreneur movement. Join me today for some genuine practical assistance and a business-altering and life-changing experience, a business miracle. This is A Course in Business Miracles, episode 101, Good Enough Business. Listen in as I teach highly sensitive entrepreneurs and leaders how to anchor in their strengths and let go of shame and comparison by creating their own good enough business. There is a child psychology theory from British pediatrician and psychoanalyst Winnicott called The Good Enough Mother. It's from his book, Playing and Reality. And this is basically what it means, according to Winnicott, to be a good enough mother. A good enough mother is a balancing act. It's a balancing act between one, serving the infant's every need, and two, gradually allowing the infant to experience what it's like to not have its every need immediately met. So good enough mothering is the child being able to be okay with not having everything all the time, all at once. I'll say it again. Good enough mothering is the child being able to be okay with not having everything all the time, all at once. I've been aware of this theory for a long time. I studied psychology in undergraduate school. And then recently, somewhere in the last 6 months, between last training retreat and now, I read this article in the New York Times called The Good Enough Life. And basically just another angle on the observation of how we have really become like this, instantaneous need culture to have our needs instantaneously met, and that there's something wrong if we can't have them instantaneously met. And so much of what's sold out there, including in the coaching industry, is instantaneous. So the article in The Good Enough Life had me thinking about the good enough business. I forgot one important part about the good enough mother is that the good enough mother, supporting the child and being able to be okay with not having everything all the time, is so that eventually the child has the agency to choose. That's the important part. So eventually the child will learn to choose because they don't expect to have everything given to them, done for them all the time, immediately, every time. So again, New York Times article, Good Enough Life, had me thinking about the good enough business. What might that look like? I asked myself. What might that feel like? I asked myself. How might that transform the HSE tendency to feel, what's wrong with me? Why am I not good enough? Shame for being who I am. And how might the concept of the good enough business shortcut the need for shame? What could that look like? Deep breath. And let it out. So the good enough business is speaking to those of you who wrote as part of your part 1 assignment this shame because your business is not making enough money, or shame because you're not further along yet. Shame because your business doesn't look like the other businesses like yours that you see on social media. And all the ways that I've watched for years HSEs beat themselves up. for all of those reasons. My business doesn't look like all these other businesses that I see online. I am not making the money yet. I'm taking too long. Not enough, 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 not enough. What if where you are right now was good enough? What if you accepted where you are right now as good enough? So, most likely your ego mind is going, what? If I accept where I am right now as good enough, how will I ever get anything done? How will I ever get further than where I am right now? And my response is, how is the beating up on yourself working for you? How is that moving you along? How is that got you accelerating? Are you happy? Are you feeling good? I know the answer is no. Because I read your posts on the forum, I listen to you on CPC calls, I read your elite accountability forms, I support the coach team on supporting you on your elite accountability calls, I get summaries of what happened on your elite mastermind meetings, and nowhere in there am I hearing anyone saying, oh my gosh, you know what? It was so great. I beat up on myself like really bad this week. And wow, you should have seen what I got done. I just blew through my to-do list. Best thing I could have done. I just railed on myself. You suck. You're not further along. What's wrong with you? And oh, wow. Oh, it was just like, oh, it was so good. I am not seeing that anywhere in the community. All I'm seeing is the cycle. So the good enough business. First of all, being okay with where you are. And that you're not meant to have it all right now. Just like Monica was beating herself up on. What if we made a 2-year plan? And what if that 2-year plan had accountability, not just with the Business Miracles community, but with your spouse? Where do you think you'd be in 2 years with that? I can tell you you're not going to be where you are right now. Can that be good enough? What if you aren't meant to have a 6-figure business? What if that's just not what you're meant to have? What if that's not what you have as a dire need? Because not everyone in this room does. Not everyone in this room is meant to have that. You wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want it. And I know I can say so confidently that you wouldn't want it, because if you did, you would be doing it. Or what if you maybe tried out, just maybe, what it is to have a $30,000 business first? And really felt that. And kind of got the sense in the process, I can handle that. And then what if you actually worked with a dedicated team who then supported you and be like, hey, are you ready for a $50,000 business? Great, awesome. Let's create that now. Okay, good, because we got this awesome 30K foundation. And then you just move along. You're like, actually, this is really great. You know what now? I think, yeah, I am ready for a 6-figure business. Awesome, beautiful. We're ready to help you create it. But if you're over here at 15K and just beating yourself up because you can't get to 6K and you're spending all your time and energy just in shame and all of that it takes out of you, and you just spend so much time thinking about it and ruminating on it and in your shadows about it and coping around it and just marinating in it and hiding from it and trying to push through and then crashing or combo plattering and then just splattering. What if we took all of that energy and we just put it into the good enough business. And what if you got to use privilege of agency to decide what that is for you? What if you could use privilege of agency to design your business from your essential self and let it be good enough? Where's the shame in that? Will you maybe have to have some difficult conversations? Will you maybe have to sit down with your spouse like Monica's going to do and talk about a plan? Will you maybe have to open up your financials? Will you maybe have to say, this is why this mentoring program is important to me. This is what it's doing for me. And I know it doesn't look like anything that you've done for yourself, but hey, you're playing a lot of golf. So that's how you're investing your energy. This is how I'm choosing to invest mine. And it's okay if you don't understand it, but I'm still going to do it. But I'm so happy to continue to have conversations with you about it. And I get it. I get it if you don't understand it, but I'm different. But I so am looking forward to having this conversation and multiple conversations with you to help you know me better, because I love you and I know that you love me. And I know that we can do this. What if? What if? Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of A Course in Business Miracles. If you're ready to learn how to use your highly sensitive abilities to support you in being purposeful, profitable, and empowered rather than scattered, poor, and undervalued, take my free self-quiz to find out if you are indeed a highly sensitive entrepreneur. And if you are, along with your quiz results, you'll receive my free HSE Success Guide, which will teach you how to have your highly sensitive abilities working for you to create the results you desire in your business. Take the quiz and receive your free success guide now at www.hsequiz.com.